Myself Arthur Clive, Assistant Professor, Department of Mechanical Engineering, Akshaya College of Engineering and Technology. So in this video we are going to see about molding and cores. So what are the different types of molds and what are the different types of cores that we are using. So how we can develop a casting, okay, from the sand pattern to castings. So in this diagram we can see how the core prints, okay, core prints. So core prints, so what is meant by core prints? So it is made for the core. So core prints is made for the core. So it is actually located in between the core box and drag box. So in this you can see the core prints. So this is the drag pattern plate. So this is the gate. So we can find the core prints. So in that core prints only the core should be placed. So next diagram we can see the inverted drag, that is the drag pattern. So this is the pattern, it is located in the drag box. So this is the drag pattern. Next it is located in the core box. It is in the top of the box. So in that core box we can find the sprue, riser, everything we can find. Okay. So this is the final diagrams. This is the final diagram. So we can find the pouring basin, sprue, riser, core, so parting line, drag flask, core flask. Okay. So above that it is filled with the sand. So this drag on bottom board. So after completing in previous video up to closing we have seen. Okay. So this is the closing conditions. So last figure shows the closing conditions. So after finishing the closing it is ready for pouring. So in that pouring what will happen? The liquid molten metal, okay, is taken with the sand and it is poured into the molten cavity through the sprue. That is the sprue. That is a pouring basin. So it should be kept for solidifications. That is for the curing time. The time depends upon according to the weight of the castings. Okay. So after that the whole setup is sent for the knocking process. So what is the mean of knocking? What is the use of the knocking? So in that knocking department what will happen? All the sands will be removed. Okay, all the sands will be removed with the help of the knocking. So the final diagram shows this is the finished casting showing riser, gate and sprue attached. See, the final state should be like this. So you can find the casting, sprue as well as the riser gate. So this is the final stage. So what will they do? So after completing this process, they will remove the runner, they will remove the riser and sprue through a gas cuttings. Only the material, that is the parts, should be separated. Okay, this is the process of the molding. Okay, we have seen already. So these are all process of the components of the molding. So this is the setup of the molding. So patterns. Okay. Okay. So see, each pattern, it has the mold. Okay, mold. So core. See, core. This also core. Core. Diagram C core, B, D and F. Okay. Can you notice what is the size of the core? Okay. The size and structure of the core should be depend upon the designing. Okay. So it is divided into many types. So we can call it as horizontal core. So core should be kept horizontally, vertically, hanging, cover, next drop, balanced, anything. So it is divided into many types. It, it can be named into different types. That is the horizontal core, vertical core, hanging core, cover core, drop or stop off core, balanced core. Okay. So we can see what is horizontal core. So the most common type of core. So mostly we are using only the horizontal type of core. Okay. So usually it is in the cylindrical form. Okay. It is in the cylindrical form and it will lay horizontally in the mold. Okay. It will lay horizontally in the mold. So ends of the core rest is seats provided by the core prints. So it should be core prints. Okay, with the help of the core prints only it will be seated. So it may be made in one piece using a split core box or in two halves using a half core box. Okay, so this core can be made with split or solid half core. Okay, so see diagram A, this shows the horizontal core. See, this is the core print. With the core print only the core is located. So it is located in the horizontally. Okay, so it is known as the horizontal core. Okay, next we are going to see about vertical core. So horizontal core is located horizontally. So vertical core, it should be located vertically inside the pattern. Okay. So the core axis is placed along vertical axis, hence called vertical core. The ends of the core at top and in bottom sits on the cope and racks respectively. Okay. So what is the differences between horizontal core and vertical core? So in the horizontal core, the off portions of each end should be placed in cope and racks. But in vertical, one full portion should be in cope and other full portion should be in drag, but it should be aligned in vertically. Okay. So both horizontal and vertical cores are used frequently in foundry. Hence these cores are kept in stock for various diameters and various lengths. Hence also called stock cores. So most of the foundries they are using horizontal core and vertical core. Okay, horizontal core and vertical core. So it needs more. Okay, so they should kept in stock. Okay, you can see in this diagram B. So it denotes the vertical core. See the parting line. So the parting sand, mold, core. So core should be in vertically. So this is known as the vertical core. Okay. Next, balanced core. So balanced core is another type of the core. Balanced core is suitable when the casting has an opening only on one side and only one core print is available on the pattern. So by the word itself we can understand this balanced core. Okay. The core print in such cases should be sufficiently large to support the weight of the core which extend into the mold cavity, and it should be able to withstand the force of buoyancy of the melting surrounding it. Next, to support core in mold cavity, chaplet are often inserted. So we can learn what is chaplet. So where it should be placed. Okay. In previous video I have explained. So what is chaplet? So in this balancing core, the chaplet is using to support the core. Okay. See what is balancing core. So F, this is the balancing core. How? See the two core are there. So there is a chaplet. So this is the balancing core. Next, cover core. Cover core is used when the entire pattern is rammed in the drag and the core is required to be suspended from top of the mold. Unlike the balance core which extends horizontally in the mold cavity, the cover core stretches vertically downwards. Next we are going to see about hanging core. See, in cover core, so D is the cover core. So what will happen? So cover core, so the core is inside. So this is the cover core. Okay. Next we are going to see about the hanging core. So what is the difference between hanging core? Here the core is like hanging position. So you can find inside the pattern the core is hanging. Okay. So this is the hanging core. So in the cover core, see we can find the core. This is the core. See the core is in cover shape. So it is known as the covered core. Okay. Cover core is used when the entire pattern is rammed in the drag and the core is required to be suspended from the top of the mold. Unlike the balance core which extends horizontally in the mold cavity, the cover core stretches vertically downwards. Next, hanging core. If the core hangs from the cope and does not have any support at the bottom in the drag, so it is referred as the hanging core. It has no support at all. You can see in the diagram it has no any support. In this case, it may be necessary to fasten the core with a wire or rod which extends through the cope to a fastening on the top side of the cope. Okay. Next, drop core. So what is drop core? So it is used when the hole is to be obtained in the casting either above or below the parting line. So it is not possible to place the pattern in the mold such that it can be cored directly or with the other types of the core. So since the part of the core placed in sheet becomes a stop off and forms the surface of casting. It is also referred as stop off cores. So here drop core, it is also known as tail core, chair core and saddle core according to its shapes and position in the mold. So we can see this wing core. So drop or stop off core. See E. So see this core. So it is one edge. So this is the drop or stop off core. Okay. So we can see what is horizontal core, what is vertical core, what is hanging core, what is the cover core, and what is the drop or stop off core, and what is the balance core. Okay. Okay. Thank you. We can discuss a new topic in a new video. Thank you.